Ladies and gentlemen,
please be seated.
Council by past members and the confirmed the title of Alderman should be modelled with dignity and pride, and it's a pleasure to be here this evening to recognise those deserving of such a title. Before I invite nominations, I would like to advise that the vote for nominations contained within this item will be taken en bloc. I now invite Councillor Sean Davis to propose the nominees to be admitted as Alderman of the Borough.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and it's a great privilege to be able to stand before you to nominate a number of individuals who have given almost, well actually over 150 years of combined service to their neighbours, to their communities here in Telford and Wrekin. It is sad, however, that some of those who will be put forward tonight towards members cannot be here due to ill health. Former Councillor Mr. Malcolm Smith BEM British Empire Medal is our first nomination. Malcolm does not need any introduction to anybody who knows him. He served for over half a century, serving the people of Hadley and Montgomery with distinguish and loyalty. He was one of our longest serving members and was first elected to Wrekin District Council and served as chair in 1994 and in 1998. He was twice being the Speaker of our Council in 2004 and 2006, and again, Mr. Speaker, in 2018 and 2019. He was also the Mayor of our borough in 2006, 2011 and 2014. I'd also like to nominate Mr. Charles Smith for Alderman status, Mr. Speaker. Charles gave 28 years of service as the ward member for Rockerdine Wood and Trench and surrounding areas. During this time, he held a number of cabinet roles, including Deputy Leader of the Council between 2004 and 2007. And he was Speaker of the Council, Cabinet Member, and lastly, Chair of the Plans Board. I'd also like, Mr. Speaker, with your indulgence, to nominate former Councillor Veronica Fletcher as Honorary Alderman. She served our community in Prisley for 23 years, and she served as Deputy Mayor of the Borough in 2002 and became Mayor of our borough in 2003. And it's also my delight, Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Council to nominate Miss Raemonde Evans for the same title. Ray served on this council as the councillor for Woodside for 12 years and held various roles, including as cabinet member and also as mayor of the Borough of Telford Wrekin. And she currently serves at Madeley Town Council. And also, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to nominate Lord Sahota to the role of Honorary Alderman. Again, Mr. Speaker, Culdip requires no introduction, having served for 22 years as a member for Mallinsley and Dorleybank, held a number of distinguished positions, including leader of this council and my direct predecessor and a fellow ward member between 2011 and 2016. And of course, he's now a member of the upper chamber. And finally, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to nominate former councillor Mr. Alan Mackenzie as an honorary alderman of the borough in recognition of his 18 years of service. and he again held a number of roles and became the first civic head of Telford Wrekin Council in 2001. These exceptional individuals serve their communities with loyalty and grace, and I ask that this council admit them to the roll of honour as our aldermen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Davis. Is that seconded, Councillor Reid?
Yes, thank you very much, Speaker. I'd like to say a few words as well, if I can. Let me, first of all, congratulate all of the alderman nominees this evening, some of which I've known and cooperated with for many years and have a good deal of time and respect for. Certainly Malcolm Smith, I think he was deputy leader when I was first elected, but very soon became, well, he wasn't leader, he was chairman of the council then, the old district council, and became chairman following Malcolm Davis, sorry. I had a lot of time for Malcolm. He was like a father to me, I've got to say. And he looked after me to a great extent. He helped and encouraged me in every way he could. I'm sorry he's not here at the moment. As for the other nominees, certainly Alan Mackenzie, I got to know extremely well. Coldip, have a huge amount of time for. And of course Charlie as well, particularly as chairman of the planning committee. He used to give me quite a lot of leeway on the time I was allowed to address the committee itself, for which I'm extremely grateful. So there's a whole host there, including Ray as well, who I'd like to congratulate personally and say it's well deserved. However, it is, as you'd expect, my absolute pleasure to be in a position to nominate or second the nomination for Councillor Veronica Fletcher, in particular as a Borough Alderman here in Telford and Wrekin. Veronica has always been a very diligent councillor and taken a great interest in the community at Prisley, where she served alongside her husband Ian in an unbroken spell for well over 20 years. Veronica has always been very ethical, fair and diligent person who also served her community as a parish councillor in Prisley with great enthusiasm. She also said, as the leader of the council just mentioned, served as mayor of this council between 2003 and 2004. And that's something that she did with great pride. And what I'd like to say to Veronica is well done and personal thanks for all you've achieved for your community during your term as an elected councillor. And I think we can spread that across the board and say that to all the nominees this evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Reid. Councillor Tomlinson, is that supported?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yes, I wish to give my support as well to the nominations tonight. I've worked with all of them, and I know they all serve this council with distinction, and we're honoured to have the position that they held, and I'm sure that they'll carry on upholding that position that they have when they become aldermen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay then, by virtue of section 249 of the Local Government Act 1972, a vote of 2/3 of those present is required for the vote to pass. Reminder that we're doing that en bloc. Please can members raise their hands in favour of the nominations, please. That's carried. Thank you very much. I'd like to pass on my congratulations to all of our new aldermen this evening. Aldermen will now be individually called to receive their scrolls from Deputy Mayor Councillor Ian Preece. So, can I ask Miss Raemonde Evans, please? Fletcher. Okay. We're recognising Mr. Alan Mackenzie next. Unfortunately, Alan's unable to attend this evening, so we will make every effort to ensure that his scroll and our thanks are passed on at a later date. But a round of applause, thank you. If I could now invite the Lord Sahota, please, to come and collect his scroll. Mr. Charles Smith. Malcolm's son's collected on behalf, isn't it? And finally, I'd like us to honour Mr. Malcolm Smith BEM. Unfortunately, he can't be here this evening, but I know that his son will be very proud to accept it on his behalf. So I could invite you forward. That would be fantastic. Thank you. Thank you all. I would like again to congratulate everyone who has been honoured this evening by the Council and to thank them for their hard work and service to the Borough as former councillors. We will reconvene at 6 p.m. for full Council meeting. Can I please ask that members and attendees stand as the Deputy Mayor and the top table process out of the hall?